Hi there, this is Sasha Sabbath, and we've made it. We are here on day number 5 in the series 5 Days of Money and Magic Activations. And today's call is entitled The Heaven and Earth Factor for Greater Money with Greater Magic. So, we've been on a soul journey together. And who I am, for those of you who might be new to me, is my name is Sasha Sabbath of Entrepreneur Soul Coach. And business owners, community contributors who are frustrated, who feel ineffective, hire me to heal their most painful blocks, the most annoying resistance that's keeping them from the money, from the visibility, and from the happiness that they want. And then after working with me, they do make more money and their businesses are running much more effectively, and their personal life has what they want in terms of health and relationships and personal self care. They are on their way. And I do this as a psychic intuitive for business owners, for professional and personal reasons that they might have that just aren't what they want. And I'm also a healer, an energy healer. And so I am able to get down to the root cause of what is causing the problem. So, this series, every day, I've invited you to go on over to my private Facebook group, which is Light Leader Power for Success and Mission Impact. All of those links are in the description here. And why I'm pointing that out is because that's where I'm going to have a thread of this replay for you to say what were the highlights of today's training. And then I'm going to choose one person with whom I'm going to do a private Zoom or phone session. It's called a Procrastination Elimination and Soul Success Activation Session. And here's what we're going to do in that session. We're going to take a look at what it is you really want right now, especially given that we are at the end of the first quarter of what a year it has already started to be, 2021. And who you want to be, what you want to accomplish, and why aren't you getting there? And we're going to take a look at what I see are the main next steps for you to take that your spirit guides and your higher self, working with my spirit guides and my higher self, will point out that are effective, pragmatic next steps for your goals in your business, in your career, in the mission impact you want to make. So that's who I am. That's what this particular program is about. It is about preparing you to know you and to work within yourself so that you are self empowered and you are therefore going after what you want in this lifetime, especially prosperity, especially health, especially love, and to do it in a way that is really in tune with your spiritual levels. That's why we're calling this Heaven and Earth Factor, the Heaven and Earth Factor. So let's take a look at where we've been. I'll read you the titles of the other videos so that when you do go over to the Light Leader group, the replays of our previous days are in unit number 17. The link of that is also in this description post. So day number 1 was clear and call your energy back for faster results and unstoppable confidence. Day number 2 is mission driven mojo. Day number 3 is reprogram your energy for greater money with greater magic. And then yesterday, day number 4 was intuition acceleration. Again, intuition acceleration for greater money with greater magic. So what I've been doing is, if you take a look at those titles, what we're doing is we are building an infrastructure that then plays out in your physical world in terms of, for business owners, it's revenue, it's profit, It's putting yourself in the right place to be in sync and in communication with your right market. And so, more money, greater money with greater magic means you are partnering, you are communicating with, and you are harnessing the power of your unique spiritual communication with your intuition, with your spirit guides, and with those beings, if you are of a particular religion, the beings that you love, that you know love you on the other side, that are here to help you, protect you, guide you. The other aspect of this, in terms of magic, is the power of you learning how to watch your thoughts, watch your emotions, harness them, amplify what you want to be feeling instead. That's what you're going to hear when you listen to yesterday's Reprogramming Your Energy Field. So we've talked about intuition. We've talked about you being able to clear your energy field so that you are standing in your own personal power, not being influenced consciously or unconsciously by other people and the outer world, or you not being influenced to be mediocre, to downplay yourself, to make yourself less effective because of programming that lives within you. So all of this has to do with you taking a good stock of who you are, how you work with yourself, so that you can go for what you want. Now, let's get down to the training part. That was the theory and the background and setting the stage. This closing video is about you communicating with your intuition to bring your value out into your business, into your career, with greater influence, greater guidance, greater solution solving, greater what I call soul sourced solutions for questions that you might have, so that you can make some choices, so you can get some great ideas that are coming from not what you think you should be doing only, but partnering what you think you should be doing or what you want to be doing with the actual information coming to you from the wealth of knowledge that is always right, that is always there for you, that is always your truth, and that is your intuition and your spirit guides who love you, who are of the highest sources of love and light for you. So here are the 3 steps that I'm going to give you for today's training. And this is how we're going to wrap up your journey that we've had today in the 5 days of money and magic activations. The first step is for you to write down what you know you offer in the marketplace, or if you're not necessarily owning a business, then if you are an employee in a business, or if you are bringing forth a mission. There are so many social consciousness efforts going on now. So what it is that you bring, your message, maybe it is a service, maybe it is a product, maybe it is the character that you are, your intelligence, your heart, your compassion. All of these bring value. And for you to make a list of the value that you know you bring to your world. And your value is not determined by how much money you have in the bank account. Your value is not determined by what color your skin is, or what religion you are, or what gender you are. Your value comes from something deep within you, and that's where I want you to go to find out. So step number 1 is for you to write down from the conscious level what you know you bring to your world that is of value. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is to get centered. Use the previous days to clear your energy, to do the center of head exercise that you're going to learn about in the intuition. I guess that's day 3. And also the mojo, the power, the drive, the commitment, the courage that you muster up, that you harness, that lives within you like a revved up engine, that you just need to put the right key into the right ignition and off you go no matter what makes you stoppable, your unstoppable confidence. So you're clearing your energy, you're clearing out your head so that you can better receive answers from your intuition. And step number 2 is you are basically setting up your container so that you can best receive information. So the first step is for you to know what it is that you want to bring out, that you know is of value. What is it that you value about you, your skills, your personality, that you want to bring out more into the world with confidence? Number 2 is preparing yourself to receive information that we're going to do in step number 3. And so step number 2 is very important for you to start getting your rhythm down as to how you prepare yourself to be the most self-empowered, the most receptive to receive guidance from your spiritual realm. As quickly as a snap of a finger, and a little longer if you have the time to walk through the longer version of you getting yourself prepared, empowered, cleared. Step number 3 is now we're focusing on money and magic. Greater money with greater magic. The heaven and earth factor is a deliberate commitment that you are going to communicate with your spiritual realms when you want to be creative and bring something out into the world or problem solve, when you want to know the best way to handle something that might be tender, that might be volatile, that might be complex, whether you have time to really think about it or you have to make a decision, you must come up with the answer now. So, if you have those kinds of scenarios, this particular training that we're doing tonight will be very, very instrumental for you. Step number 3 then is for you to ask your intuition, what is the most empowered way that I can bring my gifts out into the world? What is the most empowered way that I can bring my gifts out into the world? What is the most empowered way that I can bring my gifts out into the world? So that's the question, and then we'll give it a step 4. I keep doing this. It's really a step 4 process. Step 4 is you get quiet, as you will learn in days 1, 2, and 3, and 4. You get quiet and cleared, and you listen. And you watch the way in which your intuition talks to you. Bringing your gifts out into the world. That might also include you asking the question, what can I do that will bring me the greatest abundance, the greatest prosperity? Using your gifts, using your skills, using the best of who you are. See, you already took a visit to the best of who you are by going and answering day number, I got distracted by my little kitty cat down there. That's little sweet Orion. We've got Angel asleep over here, and sweet Orion wanted to know who was I talking to. In any case, step number 4 is about you focusing either on what is the most powerful way, the most empowered way for you to bring your gifts out into the world, and or you could pose a question, how can I bring myself the most prosperity? How can I manifest? How can I attract the greatest prosperity, the greatest money, the greatest abundance with the value of who I am and what I bring? So those kinds of questions you can tweak however it fits for you, but you see what the main pillars are in which I am forming those questions. Those main pillars are: you know what your value is. You are going for greater prosperity. You are going for greater acceptance that you have value to bring, and you are committed to bring it out into the world. Now, you can use the earlier trainings. I believe it's day 2 where you're clearing your energy field out. No, maybe that's day 1. Day 1 where you're clearing the energy out, because when you start thinking about your value, your skills, your talents, your gifts, you may run up into opposing voices that say, no, you're not such hot stuff. No, you're a fraud. No, you're not as good as so and so. You might do that to yourself, in which case, use day number 1 to help you clear those energies. So, step number 4 is about you crafting questions that are pointing you in the direction of wanting a way that is soul aligned for you to contribute and be compensated for it, if that's what you want to do. For you to contribute and be like the arrow in the bullseye as to what that situation needs or what that person needs, especially with all the social movements going on now of various different themes. For you to be able to tune into your intuition and ask, what can I do that's going to be the most effective now, that brings out the gift of who I am, the gift of who I am. Yeah, you're the gift. So that is today's training. And listen to the replay, take your notes. So now let's talk about you winning prizes. As I said at the beginning of this training, what you can do to win a 15-minute psychic reading and strategy session with me is to hop on over to my private Facebook group, Light Leader Power for Success and Mission Impact. Again, the link is in the description of this particular post. And in the thread that's going to be pinned to the top of the page there, as soon as I get finished here, I'll bring it on over to the Light Leader group. Write down what were the highlights for you in this particular training today. And I will choose one person where I will give you a 15-minute laser, cut to the chase, very powerful reading and strategy planning session. You'll get the recording, and it is valued at $150. And I am encouraging only those people who are seriously ready to step up and claim their influence that they know is going to help the right people at the right time with your skills, your talents, and the personality that you are, the heart that you are, the intelligence that you are. So that's what you need to do to get the prize. And then I've also included in this particular post links to my calendar and links to a very important survey, my Soul Expansion Activation Survey, for you to take. For those of you who just know that it is time for you to talk to me, that you are tired of the procrastination, you are tired of crushing your dreams because you're either really not knowing how to operate effectively, or you really don't believe that you can have what you want, or there is something troubling you in your personal life that's draining your energy, that's causing you to shrink, that is causing you to hold yourself back. If you have any of those, I'm telling you, there is no time to waste. Just reach out to me and we'll have a conversation and we'll see how I can help you. And if my services, for whatever reason, aren't a fit for you at this time, I will come up with some other resources to get you pointed in the right direction for you. So all you can do is win. There's no way to lose in the scenario that I'm playing out for you. So I hope that you have enjoyed this soul journey that we've been on together. And for business owners and emerging transformational leaders and contributors to the community with your mission, It is your time. So please, let's have a conversation if you are really ready to bring out your power, to have more of the life you want, and to bless those who need your influence. I leave you with this paradigm that you'll hear me talk about in days 1 through 4. And that is, we are part of a collective consciousness. We cannot compartmentalize ourselves out of it. So, what we're seeing in our respective countries and in the world, there are many themes of the collective consciousness that is being worked on, being healed, being awakened. And it's pretty dynamic what's going on now. In some respects, it's very scary, and in other respects, it's very exciting because people are waking up to humanity and people are waking up to the value of freedom. And we want to have freedom to be who we truly are, to bring out into the world what we are meant to do here in this lifetime. And so, as you watch the news and when you watch what's going on all around you, just know that you have the equipment. You were born in this lifetime with the soul and the skills and the propensities and the dynamics, but you need tools, maybe. Maybe you need to study. Maybe you need to get yourself a mentor. Maybe you need to just sit down with yourself and make some hardcore decisions so that you can free yourself, so that you can unleash yourself as the freedom of others around us on the societal level are up in arms, and that whole conversation of the value of a person is being under scrutiny right now. You have the power to heal yourself so that your freedom and your love of life can enter into the collective consciousness as a vibration that will help to heal humanity, which is the second theme. And that is a thriving humanity. That everyone's life is valuable. Everyone's life is playing a role. Everyone deserves to be here in this lifetime and to thrive, not at the expense of somebody else, but because you are in touch with and are being guided by the true power of the soul consciousness, of God's love and light, God as a loving God, God as a light-filled God. So that is my full presentation for you on these 5 days of money and magic activations. I'll see you over there in the Light Leader group. Do not hesitate to reach out to me so that we can have a conversation, only if you're really ready to rock and roll and you're really ready to leave the baggage in the first quarter of this year, so that the rest of this year is you shining, you happy, you making more money, and you being in touch with the magic that does live within you. With practice and awareness, that magic is at the tip of your fingertips, is at the tip of your tongue, is at top of consciousness. All right. Sending you my love. Have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, and God bless. Bye for now. Mwah.